Hey, good afternoon. At least it is for me. Hope you're having a good week. I wanted to do a little introduction of myself, where I've been, what I do right now, what I've done for the last decades, and give you an idea of why I think that's so important. But even more exciting, we've got some new things coming out very, very soon that I want to share with you just at a high level today. But no matter where you are in life, whether you stay at home, work from home, you're a stay-home parent, whether you're working in an office or hybrid, doesn't really matter where you are. My focus is really about emotional intelligence and then combining that with other sciences. That's not the only science that I use. So there's neuroscience, there's emotional intelligence, there's personality measures like DISC and things you're probably aware of. But then there's a lot of very fascinating assessments that we use and other things to get a really good picture of who somebody is. And we use that for personal development, we use it for professional development, we use it for organizational development, we use it for hiring to make sure that everything is the right fit. Because it isn't just about getting the right fit for the organization, it's about getting the right fit for the candidate. That's where great long term relationships happen. So, background, I've been doing psychometric assessments for more than 35 years, using them in the work that I do. I've been a coach, I've been a salesperson, I've been an owner of an organization a couple of different times now. And I love what I do. Primarily, if you look at our website, eqfit.org, it's simply equipping people to prosper. And prosper means to thrive, to really grow and enjoy life, enjoy your work, enjoy what you're doing. And that's finding a good balance. And that's where emotional intelligence has helped so much. Really, really thankful for the people that have invested in me over the last decade in the area of neuroscience and emotional intelligence to help me get a really good understanding of what all of that is. So, anyway, let me talk a minute about the new things that are coming down the road. And I'm going to do separate live videos about those. So feel free to reach out at any time or make comments. Would love to have a conversation with people about the things we're talking about. And here's why: we all get to choose how we respond to life. And that may sound simple, it may even sound like a cliche, but the reality of that is very simply that we do. We can't control circumstances around us most of the time. We can't control how other people behave most of the time. Um, so, so how do we then make a difference in our own lives? We get to choose how we're going to either react or respond. Here's what I know: responding gets better outcomes, it's being more intentional. So that's what I've been doing for decades now, is working with people, helping people enhance their quality of life, their enjoyment of life, their balance in life, and their professional success. And that's a big part of somebody being successful, is being able to find the right balance, find the right skills, the things that they need to move them to the next level. And I love doing that work, whether it's with individuals or with teams. So that's kind of a bit of my background. I've created my own assessment. I'm working now with several different partners in their assessments. I've helped other people create their own assessments around important things like trust and things like motivation, things that are really core to all of us. So when I talk about the exciting things coming up, okay, I know they're exciting to me because I know how much impact they're going to have. So I'll try to keep as much of the science out of it as possible. I may do some of these and just really get down into the science of it, which of course I love. My beautiful wife calls it geeking out on the science, which it is. And I appreciate her, and she's incredibly supportive. Thank the Lord for that. Bottom line, the couple of things that are coming up that I'm so excited about. One is a leadership program, unlike anything that's on the market. And I know people say that all the time. Steve, how is it unlike anything else on the market? Because we're going to teach people about people. We're literally going to pull back the veil and show you what people are like underneath the surface of the water. If you're thinking about an iceberg, it's easy with an iceberg, and you only see about 10 or 15% of an iceberg above the water. Maybe it's 8%, something like that. So the majority is below the waterline. You don't see it. What we see for other people is behavior. How are they acting? What are they saying? But what's underneath that? And we can pull back the veil or give you a really good scope to look into people and really truly understand them, which for personal relationships, for work relationships, really for anywhere that you need those skills, which is most of the places we are in life, unless we're by ourselves, which, by the way, if we're by ourselves, we probably need those skills even more. Some of us, included me, are our own worst critics at times. So that's why these skills are important. Now, this leadership program starts with giving people a true understanding of other people, different personality types, different mindsets, different habits, different habit formation, different ways of approaching what they do, different styles, different communication approaches. But it's going to go even further than that. It's going to include hard skills and soft skills. It's going to include the ability to really get into emotional intelligence, but in a very practical way, because the five major categories of emotional intelligence, self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and of course social skills, those are all critical if we want to have enjoyable lives. I don't know that many people that can live their life out without interacting with other people. So why don't we just do that better? Why don't we enjoy it more by using skills that are going to help us in that area? So it's called the LifeThrive Leadership Program. And I'm working very closely with a guy by the name of Chuck Coker, Coker. He owns a company called LifeThrive, LifeThrive. And you can just go look at his website, look it up, see what's going on with him. Wonderful, wonderful man. And we're just like two peas in a pod, but we come from a bit of a different background. So he has expertise and strengths in many areas that I don't, and vice versa for me, which is very exciting. I love working with other people, and he is incredibly knowledgeable. He's been doing this work as long as I have, if not longer. So, the exciting part about that is that's going to launch June 1 is the date that we have set for the launch this year. Here's the beauty of that program, and I'll go deeper into it on another um, live when I do this in the near future. But I just want to share with you the key parts of why this is going to be so productive. Number one, the courses are pretty much already developed, and there are a bunch of different courses, both on the EQ track, the emotional intelligence track, also on the personality track, mindset track, habit forming track. I mean, all of these are different areas of study, but we're bringing it together in a very easy to understand way. And it's going to be at the pace of the learner, which is you, I hope. And that means the asynchronous learning, so online learning, online courses, but it's going to have collaborative learning through group coaching sessions every week. It's going to have the possibility of doing a project for an organization. We want everybody in that program to pick a specific thing that they want to improve in their own leadership or in their organization, and create that project and work through that project as they go through this, what could very easily be 12 to 18 month time frame. And that's another big thing here, is it's going to be the right amount of learning with the right amount of practice and exercises, which is also very exciting. So, a lot going on there. There is actually going to be a certification at the end of that process. If somebody completes the entire leadership program, the LifeThrive leadership program, they will be certified as a LifeThrive leader. And that's going to be a big deal, because when they come out of that, they're going to have not only personal tools and skills highly developed for a leader position, for leading, no matter where you're leading, but they're also going to have insight that almost nobody gets. By the way, this isn't being taught. This is not the kind of thing that is taught in school. It's not the kind of thing that people um, that they learn in some kind of a master's program. This is very, very different. And that's why I said there's nothing like it in the marketplace that I know of. So, bottom line, just wanted you to know that's coming. Now, there is going to be a pre launch pricing for that leadership program that's going to be significantly less than the post launch price. I'm not ready to announce what that's going to be yet, but we're going to have, I think we'll be able to get everything completed and ready to go by the end of March 2024. So there will be a 2-month period where people can take advantage of the pre launch price, where the official launch is going to bump that price up pretty significantly. And there's a reason for that, because there's an entire package of assessments that will be spread out throughout the course of the program, that is all paid for as a part of the cost of the program. And those assessments are going to give self awareness and insight to the person that participates, but they're also going to be the start of a journey for them to use those tools to hire better, develop their team and their team members better. So many different uses for those assessments. And that's why I say, to my knowledge, there's nothing else out there like this. So, enough of that. The second thing I want to share with you before I sign off very quickly here today is there is a new assessment. I'm one of only a dozen or so people that I know of, or a dozen or so organizations that I know of in the world that are certified to do this new assessment. And it's called the Habit Story Assessment. If you go to our channel, the YouTube channel, which if you're watching this, you're there. Thank you for that. You will see different videos on the habit story assessment. I'm also in the process, between my wife, Ann, who's thankfully our graphic artist, and myself, we're getting ready to put out a free ebook on habits and habit impact, and how important it is to have something that actually measures not just habits, it measures productive habits and counterproductive habits on the same scale. It also measures emotional state, how that person is experiencing their emotional state in their current environment, and it measures their response patterns. It's multiple science in one assessment. Very exciting stuff. I have done assessments, as I've said, 35 plus years, used them, talked with people about different things they're going through, the challenges, their development, and sometimes just had a lot of fun with people about, where they are today versus where they've been in the past. It's so exciting to see somebody grow and realize that growth in themselves. It's wonderful when that light bulb comes on, and it's not me telling people, it's them bringing their best self out And that's what this process is all about. So that habit story assessment, we're going to have a free ebook that's going to be available. There will be 3 free training videos that will help people understand how important habit formation is and, frankly, how to change it. We all have habits that we don't like. I mean, let's just admit it, right? So, how do we change those things? That's a little bit about me. It's a little bit about the 2 very exciting new things that are coming that I cannot wait to get out there to all of you. Habit Story is available right now. If anybody would like to reach out to me and just have a conversation about what can the Habit Story assessment do for me, I would love to have that conversation with you. The LifeThrive Leadership Program, out of what we're calling the LifeThrive University, is going to be available very soon. And frankly, anybody interested in that, and there's going to be a prospectus that I will draw up and create for the LifeThrive University. We're working on that right now as well, because I want people to know what they're investing in. The most important asset anybody has, a person, a team, an organization. The most important asset is people, whether it's just yourself investing in yourself or whether it's an organization investing in you. There is no more valuable asset. And I don't say that to diminish people and our humanity. I'm just saying we are the most important assets that we have. And so investing in ourselves, investing in those around us is absolutely critical to getting the best possible outcomes, which to me is exactly what I want to see in every situation. So feel free to reach out to me on any of that. Have a wonderful rest of the day and rest of the week if I don't talk to you again.